The California Gold Rush wasn't just a race for fortune, it was a legal nightmare. And the strangest part? Many of these forgotten laws were real, enforceable, and unbelievably chaotic. Today we're digging up the bizarre rules that shaped the Wild West. Laws so strange, you'll wonder how society even functioned. Think you know the California Gold Rush? Think again. Back in the 1850s, striking it rich wasn't just about finding gold. It was about surviving a legal minefield built by miners, enforced by vigilantes, and ignored by pretty much everyone else. From legalized water theft, to duels over shovel placement, to the shocking truth behind whether finders keepers ever truly existed. Prepare to uncover the forgotten laws that govern the wildest era in American history. Before courts existed, mining camps created their own justice systems, and they were insane. In most mining camps, stealing someone's claim, called claim jumping, was considered one of the worst crimes imaginable. But here's the twist. The punishment wasn't always jail. Sometimes it was a duel. Yes, a literal gunfight sanctioned by the camp's legal code. One misplaced shovel, one boundary line drawn an inch too far, and suddenly two strangers were fighting to the death, all in the name of law. In the dry mountains of California, water was more valuable than gold. So miners invented a rule that sounds fake, but was completely real. If you could redirect water with your own tools, even if it came from someone else's stream, it was legally yours. Entire groups of miners woke up to find their rivers quietly rerouted overnight. And the best part? They couldn't do anything about it. It was theft, disguised as resource innovation. Even stranger was the rule of squatters' gold. Because land ownership was so poorly documented, whoever physically stood on a piece of land first often became its legal owner. So yes, if you camped on someone else's land overnight, you could claim the gold beneath it. This led to midnight races, fake tents, staged campfires, and confrontations that ended with pickaxes rather than paperwork. Everyone imagines the gold rush as a world of finders keepers. But the truth is much weirder. If a miner found gold and didn't immediately announce it to the camp, they could be accused of hoarding the community's resources. Some camps even required you to publicly display the first chunk of gold you discovered, or risk being labeled a thief. And yes, you could be physically punished for keeping your own gold secret. The strangest thing about these laws isn't how wild they were, but how temporary. As soon as California formed real courts, most camp laws vanished overnight. But for a brief moment in history, a group of exhausted miners, armed with shovels and dreams, created one of the most chaotic and self-governing legal systems ever recorded. A system where gold ruled everything, including justice itself. If you enjoyed uncovering these long-lost laws, stick around. California wasn't the only place where chaos became legal. There are stranger, darker, and even funnier laws buried all across America. Subscribe if you want to explore the next forgotten chapter of history.